Okay.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, it's really can't stress the sweet part enough.
So, what we're
Neat.
going to want to do is get ourselves a redstone block, a lapis block, and a solitary diamond, which we don't have. Great.
I was kind of banking on you having one.
Using the power of magic.
Oh, diamond. Thanks, sir. So 1 block of lapis, 1 block of redstone, a diamond, and
An empty petty tartaric gem.
okay.
So we're going to want to combine those in the Hellfire Forge using our full tartaric gem on the right-hand side as a fuel source. This demon will isn't going to be sufficient.
Ah, there we go. Progress bars.
Progress bars, showing progress.
Bars.
And
Okay,
here we
lesser
have our
tartaric
lesson.
gem. So that's the next tier. Oh, it's empty.
Yep, and this tier holds 256 will in total, allowing you to get a lot more stronger. Now, this petty tartaric gem, if you were to take it out and right-click it while you have another gem in your inventory, you'll be able to transfer the will from that into your other gem.
Nice. So, I guess I won't be needing this anymore. Thank you very much.
Probably for future recipes, however, we won't worry about that now.
Alright, now I've got the next bigger thing. The lesser tartaric gem. What to do with all the will now? I got 44 left.
What we'd probably want to do is fill it up more to get to the next tier. However, I think we did enough combat for one day. We'll probably want to do that some other time. However, all this work on the demon will made you kind of, well, you haven't progressed more on the more life essence side of things.
Yes, indeed.
So I think that's probably a good thing to get on with.
But I do feel stronger already, Master. Maybe I'm ready to leave this place right now?
No.
Oh.
I don't think we can have that yet.
Okay.
Give it time, mortal.
So
if we
yes?
So we have two means of acquiring life essence. One of them is to take them from other entities, and that is using the sacrificial dagger right here. If you were to attack something that is mortal,
oh, my bad.
You'll be able to kill it at the blood altar and gain all of its life essence in its basin. We don't have any of those other things because you kind of killed my pet zombies over there. But
Yeah.
we can move onwards to using your own life essence as payment.
Sounds reasonable.
So we have a dagger of sacrifice here. If you were to take it out of the basin and right-click it while in the air,
oh, ooh, ah. Oh.
You'll see that you dump your life essence inside of the basin, at the cost of, well, your well-being and health. But it's all in the name of progress, keep in mind.
Hey.
So what we're going to want to do is add a bit more life essence to this pool. Unfortunately, I don't have a dagger with me, so I'm not going to be able to aid you on this.
That's too bad and
I know.
believable.
It's horrible. The crosses I bear. I think that is going to be enough for now, mortal. So what we're going to want to do is use the power of this altar and the life essence inside of it to transmute and transform everyday objects. So for instance, I have this diamond with me. If I were to right-click it and put it in the basin, we can start to have it craft and transform into a blood orb. This is unfortunately a slow process, so it's going to take a bit of time. And I am using one of the props instead of the giant altar over there, so maybe we should cut.
Oh, this seems quite finished.
Yep, so right-click with an empty hand to take it out. this is going to be your first blood orb.
Ta-da!
So if you were to right-click it as well in midair, it'll give you a pleasant tickle.
Oh, not too
And now
unpleasant.
it's bound to you.
Yeah,
So
current owner, innuendo, that's me.
Yep, showing all the innuendos. I need to work on those jokes. Well, that's one of the main reasons I started Blood Magic. Thermal expansion was just too shocking for me. I had horrible allergies with Britannia, and you wouldn't want to see the taint that befell me when I did some thaumaturge wizardry.
Yeah,
Also, my equivalence was off.
This whole blood magic thing seems kind of clean to me. So
Yeah, it's very clean, especially when you don't spill it everywhere.
yeah, decorations, sir. But I mean, this is your place. You can hardly blame me.
Well, I've been slowly collecting stuff in the pool down there, if you want to look.
Oh, that's quite a lot of red liquid.
Yeah. Well,
Cherry juice, I suppose.
yeah, it's from all those mortals who failed my last challenge.
Okay, so there's going to be more challenges.
Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Okay. So what's next? Now I've got a fancy weak blood orb. Why is it weak?
It's because it's not the strongest. I mean, all we did was toss a diamond inside the blood altar. It's a pretty weak blood altar, honestly. So that's where empowering and upgrading the altar comes into play. If you were to look over to our left, you'd see a bit more impressive of an altar here.
Alright. Did you change a lot coming into the new version, or is it basically the good old trusty altar?
Good old trusty altar with a bunch of upgrades.
Alright. Can you walk me through some of the updates, maybe? Something fancy?
Well, there's not much fancy with the blood altar because it remained largely intact. Now, you probably noticed that all the textures have been updated.
Yes,
They're
indeed. It looks awesome.
Yeah, they're not childish scrawls on a piece of slate.
So I guess you got some help in that respect, maybe?
Yeah, so what happened was when I started doing the update to 1.8 and 1.9, Cyanide X, who makes the Unity texture pack, I believe this is how it happened, he talked to me and suggested that I start using... He offered to... Sorry, let me rephrase that. He offered for me to use the textures from Unity, as well as use some of his texture slaves in order to create new textures for Blood Magic.
Okay.
And they are a lot more unified once I use that texture pack. And actually look good.
Yes, indeed. It's nice to see that the optics and the looks of the mod come together with great content. Because it's not like it was bad before. It didn't give me like eye pain, but it's an upgrade, definitely. Nice.
Yeah, there's not many good texture artists who are also good coders. There are some, and I wish I was one of them, but yeah.
Well, I guess outsourcing is a smart thing to do then, and maybe it gives you more time to do what you actually prefer doing.
Yeah, it's
coding.
fun adding these fun... Well, it's fun adding these fun things, yes.
Yes!
Good job, Way. You are amazingly literate, and I am surprised that you are able to go through every waking moment in this. I'm just jumping off. So, let's see how you work on this altar, mortal. Just fill it up with your dagger, and then we can see what you can do. Seems like we got a lot of capacity runes on this. So,
I didn't build it. This is your
I'm
altar.
surprised at my own excellence sometimes. So I'm just gonna put this stone in here, and with any luck it will craft quickly. And grab it out now. Grab it. There we go.
Reinforced slate.
We're going to combine this slate, similar to how we made the suit of armor you have, into one of the few useful items that can be quite fun, actually. And you have the arcane ash on you, actually.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Good. Why don't you slap that down on the ground for me? So I'm going to take this air reagent and right-click it to reconfigure circle, and I think we need a bit more torchlight. There we go. And take that slate and right-click on that writing on the wall or floor. The writing is on the floor. Good job. And there you go. My gift to you, your very own air sigil.
Ooh.
So if you right-click with this, you'll get launched in the air and through it with amount of air current. And yeah, be careful to stick the landing because it can be quite painful.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
I hope you have life essence in your network, Mortal.
I don't know. I didn't get around to check it, actually.
Give me that, just stick your orb into that altar, and it's powered enough so that it will be able to fill you up quite easily. Now, that amount of life essence that you had in the basin is kind of, I don't know, pathetic, honestly. That works. But I think we're going to need to go for some more dramatic ways to fill the altar, shall we?
Oh, please don't kill me. I swear oh, you weren't talking about killing me. Alright.
Not yet. I mean, that comes later. I mean, let's go over here.
So, this place looks a lot like rituals. It's ritual stones. They look fancy.
Yeah, so we got our earth, water, fire, and a few air stones as well. Doesn't look like I put any of the stronger ones that require dusk runes here. However, I think this is sufficient.
Okay. What part of the whole ritual mechanic did you already implement? Is it all going to be ported, or are you going to implement maybe some new features?
Well, I'm going to be implementing new features, yeah, definitely. One of the main things is that almost all of the rituals themselves are going to make a comeback in some form. In fact, almost all of those rituals are already in, as well as a few new ones. Some useful, some not so much. So, for instance, this one here is called the Ritual of Magnetism, and it rips ores from the ground and brings them into its ritual area.
Alright. That's, I think, one of the classics.
Yeah. Paired with the Crusher ritual, and you have an automated ore method.
Okay. Anything mind-blowing that we have to expect in the future when it comes to rituals?
Well, in the future, rituals are considered on the life essence side of stuff. However, in the future, what you'll be able to do is infuse the rituals with demonic will from the air and other means in order to change their effects.
That's pitifully one of the aspects that we won't be able to look into today, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But what I really want to showcase is the tranquility mechanic. I think you've got some sort of Zen garden over there.
Yeah, so let's, this is one of the underused rituals, I must say. Ritual of high jump, just simply walk forward, and you're sprung forward.
I gotta love it. Alright, this looks... what am I looking at?
This is called the incense altar. If you step forward, you can notice these flames emanate from the altar, indicating that the area around you is making you much more peaceful and calm with the world. The idea is to put you in a relaxed state of mind so that when you finally sacrifice, you'll be able to get a higher yield from the same amount of blood.
I gotta say, I'm quite relaxed right now. Oh, did my dagger change
Yep.
its looks?
Whenever you experience this effect, your dagger changes form to indicate that you are, as someone says, tranquilized. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because I'm not going to get much use out of you if you're sitting in the corner dazed and confused.
Sounds like an evening well spent, though.
Yeah, man. Just ride the wave, man. So what you have is your simple base block, an instant altar, which on its own does give you about a 20% increase in the yield of your dagger of sacrifice.
So if I go over to the altar right now and sacrifice, I have a 20% bonus.
Yeah, and the key is whenever you use this incense altar and then use the blood altar, you're going to take 90% of your maximum health all in one go.
Okay, let me check this out. Oh, wait a second. I think there's a way down here.
You have an air sigil. Come on.
You're right. Okay, so let's sacrifice. Oh, this is, by the way, something that happens to me all the time.
Stare at altar. Let's put the dagger inside of it. Wait, what? There we go.
All right.
And you'll notice that you regen pretty quickly because of 1.9.
Indeed, I do. This is not a pain at all. So now I can go back, get the bonus again, and rinse and repeat.
Exactly.
Oops.
And the flame is indicating that you're getting more tranquil. And now one of the things is to improve the tranquility of the area, you have to expand the area itself. So that's what these path blocks do. You'll notice these are wooden path blocks.
Yes.
So this 3x3 area is basically the base of the altar. It doesn't matter what blocks these are. Blocks don't need to be here or whatever. They're just mainly there for decoration. However, when you go up to here and then go 3 blocks of path blocks, you then increase the range where this incense altar checks to see if the thing inside of it adds to the tranquility.
And what does add to tranquility? Is there a certain kind of formula? Is any world object? I see potatoes.
Most of the potatoes, carrots, vegetation, water, soil, and some more interesting things such as lava, and even using some of your own life essence or the life essence of others. I'm not very picky. Increases the tranquility of the area so that you can become more calm and more calm. Then you can get a bigger amount of LP for your self-sacrifice.
Alright, so if I was to expand this, I would, I think the next tier would be stone, right?
Yep, stone path blocks.
I've got them over here in this box.
So if we were to place this on here, exactly like that.
I didn't know that. That's so 5 blocks up and down, you say?
Yep, as long as all the path blocks on the same ring are the same height.
And now that I have expanded the multi-block structure, I am able to decorate all the interlining areas, right?
Yeah. So.
Oh, damn.
How this?
I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah, we'll just take it out of your paycheck.
To be honest, I made a surplus. I've got 4 potatoes now. Can I pay you in potatoes?
This is not very spud. So the trick also with this is that instead of just checking on the same level, what the path block does is it checks on the same level as the path and 2 higher.
Okay.
So anything within this area on this ring will be checked. So some of the things that we could add is, for instance, soul sand and netherwort. That would give us an additional effect.
Right, so we are going with netherrack burning. And soul sand.
Netherrack burning, as well as soul sand and nether wart is good. Now the idea with tranquility mechanics is that just filling your area with just fields and fields of potatoes, eventually potatoes aren't just going to do anything for you.
Okay.
So if you put the netherrack on this area, just on this ring, I'd say.
Like this?
That's good. Yep. So if you were to... And I think you have a flint and steel with you, didn't I? I gave you one?
Yes, indeed. There's one in my inventory. Thank you.
So let the whole place burn. Except the plants. We kinda need those for tranquility.
Yeah.
And
right.
then...
Isn't this calming? All this work to get self-sacrifice to a point where it's valid compared to auto-sacrifice builds? Or what was?
Auto-sacrifice builds in the past have mainly relied on First Earth. And I like to try to keep my mod as separate as possible from other mods, so that you don't have to rely on different mods in order to do stuff. So I guess that was one of the reasons that influenced self-sacrifice. However, in most mod packs have both blood magic, extra utilities, and other mods that make sacrificing a lot better than self-sacrificing. So that's also one of the main reasons I wanted to add this. Other than regen. But that's a whole nother story.
Yes, indeed. I take it some people will have played with the newer versions of your mod. I know Direwolf certainly has extensively. How would you consider, or how would you characterize the feedback people have given you so far? Are you on a good path?
Yeah, I think everybody has considered the mod, well, definitely a welcome change. I think they've said it's a bit more cohesive. Also helps that on Forgecraft there's not many 1.9 mods released as it stands, so... And Blood Magic is one of the bigger content mods currently on that version. So they are getting to play it whether they like it or not. Hooray!
Alright, maybe this is a good point to ask you some personal questions, why we are so very, very tranquil.
I'll try to stay away.
Maybe we start with you as a person. I take it you're from the United States of America, good sir?
Well, close, but I'm from Canada, eh?
From Canada, eh? So that explains why you are so very friendly, and that doesn't explain at all why you get to make such a gory mod. What was your... I mean, something doesn't fit there. What was your source of inspiration? Was the Canadian life too boring?
Well, there's only so much polar bear riding I can do in one day. But when I started with Minecraft, I think I played vanilla for a few months, then got bored and started looking for some mods that would extend my playtime. One of the main two mods that I started with was Equivalent Exchange back when it was version 1, as well as Reliquary when that eventually came out, Xeno's Reliquary.
Yes, yes.
The main focus of those two mods were Equivalent Exchange as well as Alchemy, mainly. And eventually, when I got to university, I wanted to make a mod as a bit of a side project. So I started making a mod called Alchemical Wizardry in order to try to do an alchemy mod that could be used kind of side by side with those two other mods.
Yes, that was on which Minecraft version?
I originally started Minecraft 1.5, however I quickly changed to 1.6 because that recently came out then.
Is there any kind of a black metal or heavy metal history? What's the direct source of inspiration for your mod? Think you told me about... Yes?
Yeah, the inspiration with the mod's lore is more with the original ideas with blood magic in like the mid 1500s. I can't remember the exact date. However, the blood magic was used for more of cleansing and clerical properties, cleansing your body of all of the bad stuff that is in your blood. And I go with more of that sort of inspiration than all of the heavy metal, blood and gore spilling everywhere type of stuff. So you'll notice that there's not any actual gore in the mod. I like to keep this quote-unquote PG, although obviously some of the subject matter is a little, I wouldn't say graphical, but serious by nature.
Has this ever been a concern to you in your development? I think there was a time when you had to change the dagger of sacrifice to the orb of sacrifice for some people who don't like fun.
Well, yeah, that harkens back to 1.7 where one of the config files, its name was I don't like fun, and if you set that to true, you would get the orb of sacrifice instead of the dagger. But that was more of a... In the early days of the mod, I wouldn't say it was necessarily controversy, but not many people wanted to bring the mod into any sort of packs, not even major packs, because they considered it a little too adult in subject matter. I've had a few people, I'm not going to mention names because that's wrong, that just categorically did not want the mod in the packs because they thought it was too serious and bad for children. I kind of was like, what? There's not any gore or anything like that. You're mainly using life essence. However, eventually people warmed to the idea of the mod. It eventually became one of the major magic mods, which I'm still surprised that that happened.
Really, you're surprised by the success? Because I don't know, it seems like a no-brainer.
Well, it's always a very difficult thing to get a mod recognized, especially when it's just starting out. Like for instance, I've seen a few good mods that I think one that I remember is called Sorcery, but you won't be able to find it around anymore because although it was a good mod, it hasn't gotten the exposure that's required to keep a lot of mods alive.
What hoops do mod authors have to jump through today to get their mods recognized? Is there any chance for newcomers?
I think there's always a chance as long as you yourself enjoy modding. Just having you and a few friends liking that mod, I think should be a good enough reason to dip your toes in the water, so to speak. However, one of the main things is to get your friends, make a good product, I'd say first. Try to not make it another Obsidian armor mod, but try to, I don't know if it's fair to say try to get a good idea first, but having a good foundation on your mod is always a lot more valuable than just having a bunch of powerful items that do wonderful things, however there's no cohesion. A lot nowadays, with a lot of mod packs, they want a lot of cohesion. There's not many kitchen sink mod packs nowadays, I find.
I guess I'm really tranquil now. Wanna do some sacrificing?
Yeah, let's hop over.
Alright, let's sacrifice my
yeah,
bacteria-ridden blood.
Orb first. So, sacrifice away.
Ouch.
So if you right-click on the altar with the divination sigil, you'll see that you have 18,000 from one single sacrifice.
Wow.
That's also helpful with all these runes of self-sacrifice that I added. So now that you have some rudimentary tools, I think that it's about time that you leave from this realm. Frankly, this realm doesn't suit you. You're not... I can't use you as a useful minion, so I'm just gonna throw you back out.
Yeah, I guess I'm not blood mage material after all. Too bad.
Well, you have a spark in you, however, I don't think it's strong enough just yet.
Yeah, I might.
Maybe
I might revisit this idea. Maybe later. But hey, I've grown so much stronger. I'm a beefy guy now. By the way, beef. I need some steak. You think I can leave this place?
Yeah, this harsh world is not really suitable for someone like you. So I think we have a more flowery and open place that we can probably travel to first.
That sounds like me. So how do we get there? Using one of these bloody devices, I suppose.
Yeah, you originally were saying that you wanted to go to the sunrise. However, that's probably not ready yet. So let's go to the west portal first.
All right.
And that'll be this one.
Yay!
After you, good sir.
Whoa, okay. Oh,
Welcome,
look.
mortal, to the crossroads of this world.
Whoa. This is sun. I see sun. This is not a cave. Holy moly. What a view.
So this is an area for you to get to any of the places on your journeys to come. Thought it'd be nice to act as a good transition grounds. Probably the portal that you're going to want to go towards first is the one to the southwest right there.
Ah, over there, right?
Yeah, I tend to not go over there because the owner of that realm has put a few wards that, although I could easily break, they're not the most pleasant towards me.
All right, some sort of magical device that keeps you away.
Flowers.
Flowers.
I'm allergic.
No. I'm sorry, Master.
Nah, it's okay.
Guess we found your Achilles heel after all.
Oh, it'll heal up, alright. Ha. Anyways, so obviously we're going to need to equip you with means in order to both speed through the barrier as well as some rudimentary flight. So,
flight would be awesome.
Yeah, so let's pick up one of these. Obviously, an elytra is very useful in this day and age. However, we're going to want to keep your protection up to snuff, so I devised a simple upgrade, if you will. And it has disappeared. Good job.
For real?
I did not know my magical powers were that intense.
Alright, take two. In a few seconds, as soon as my... Nah, really? Really? Downfall? Sounds like foreshadowing, if you ask me. Alright, so this is how this episode ends. Movie making is absolutely professional work.
Where were we? You falling to your imminent demise?
Yes. I guess I said something.
I hope you got that on camera.
Yeah, he probably... All the compromising things concerning me he has on camera.
Ooh la la.
I probably will cut in front of this very sentence right now so people can hear that I just cut. Make it extra goofy.
Okay. So, with that said, so obviously there are a few ways for us to travel over there. The elytra, I must say, is one of my favorite options. However, unfortunately, you are still in need of that protection that you have around you. So I devised a way in order to get yourself a bit more protection as well as having a fanciful way to flight. So left-click that and grab yourself a living armor upgrade.
Ooh.
So
really hard to read.
Yeah. Normally you're able to create these by combining an elytra and a book inside of an anvil. However, we don't seem to have anvils here, and knowing our luck, one will fall on your head. Ooh, that'd be fun for an upgrade. But why don't you right-click and try it on and look at your new self.
Ooh. This is fancy on so many levels.
So, if you have your air sigil on hand and you hold jump, you'll be able to start soaring as if you had an elytra on. Interesting thing is it doesn't look to me like you're elytra gliding, so we're gonna have to figure out how to fix that.
It looks perfectly fine to me.
It doesn't to me, it's kind of funny.
Oh, what? Yeah. Seems like the safest way to travel, I can imagine.
Yeah.
All right.
Times.
Yeah, blood magic, I guess, is not an exact science.
No, especially with all the sacrifices that we have to go through. I mean, there's only so many virgins you can go through.
But there are new ones being made every day. I heard.
Let's not go there.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll be on my way over there where those flowers bloom. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for your engagement in this awesome community and the tons and tons of content that you produced in this really, really cool mod. I have to encourage everybody seeing this. Check out this mod. If you haven't already, check out the new version. It's really awesome, and there's so much that we didn't even touch. Item sorting, like the new additions to the altars, like so many gadgets, items, sigils. I can't even begin to fathom the amount of content that is in your mod. Thank you very much. Maybe before I leave you, have a glimpse into the future. Anything you can tell us directly from the horse's mouth, maybe?
Well, one of the main things that I'm working on idea-wise is that, of course, there's a lot of sigils, and I want it so that when you have a sigil in your offhand, it will affect all of your sentient tools in different ways, such as the lava sigil giving a stronger version of fire aspect on your sword, and things like that.
I'll have to revisit becoming a blood mage in the near future. Off I go, I guess.
Off you go.
Bye bye. Whoa.
Bye.
Yeah, and I soar like an eagle.